So today I'm talking about a Nissan with the P0443 code, what it is and how you go about fixing it. So what is a Nissan P0443 code? Well, it's an EVAP Purge control valve circuit malfunction. And what does this mean? Well, modern cars have an EVAP system that helps contain all the gas vapors inside the gas tank, and they get sent back to the engine to get burnt off so they don't escape into the atmosphere. And the onboard computer has seen a problem with this, so it has to be troubleshooted, know why. And the most common cause of a Nissan with the P0443 code is going to be a bad purge valve, going to be in the wiring or harness, and possibly a blown fuse. And there is some other possible causes of a P0443 code, but usually when you have these, you'll have other codes in combination with this. So if you are getting other codes, you might want to look at some other things like a bad fuel cap, charcoal canister, or vent valve, pressure sensor, or Evap Leak. But these are mainly if you have other codes. If you're only getting a P0443, then it's very likely going to be these. And so the first thing to do when you get a Nissan P0443 code is to locate the purge valve. And this is going to be located up on top of the engine somewhere. And it's just going to be a small little valve. It's going to have two hoses going to it and a wiring harness. And the first thing to do after you locate it is to examine this wiring. Be sure it's plugged in all the way good. There's no open shorts, anything like this, because anything bad with the wiring is going to cause the same symptoms as a bad purge valve. So you want to check that out really good. And also keep in mind that the purge valve is going to be on a fuse somewhere, usually inside the engine compartment, although sometimes they could be up underneath the dash. There's often a fuse box up underneath there. But if you're not getting no power to the purge valve, then it's a good idea to go check the fuse box and be sure there's no blown fuse, since that would cause the problem. And so after you check out the purge valve and you check out the wiring, it all looks good. Everything looks like it's plugged in. There's no open shorts, nothing like that. There's no blown fuse. And all these hoses look like they're connected good. Then at that point, there very likely is something wrong with the purge valve. So there's ways you can go about testing it if you wanted to be sure that it's bad. But they are low-cost parts, so most people would go ahead and just replace them. I'll jump over on Amazon just to give you an idea how much they're going for right now. And looks like they're ranging, those are for like $18. There's one for $94, but they're not usually high cost parts or anything. So most people would just go and replace them. Of course, like I said, you can test it if you wanted to before you replace it to be sure. But however you go about doing it, after you check out the wiring and the fuse and everything like that, and there's no issues there, then very likely there is a problem with that purge valve. So either test it or replace it. And then you should be able to clear the code and it shouldn't come back. And so that's basically it. I just want to give a real quick brief overview of how you go about fixing a Nissan with the P0443 code. If you have anything to add, please comment down below. If you have any questions, ask me and I'll try to answer them. If this video helps you, please click like, please click subscribe, and have a good day.